We all have goals and accomplishments that we would like to achieve in our life. If you were to ask me, Justin, what is the number one goal that you have in your life? My answer to you is to hear Jesus say these words at the end of my life. Well done, thy good and faithful servant. The Bible says in Matthew 25, verses 21 and 23, they both say, his Lord said unto him, well done, thy good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. So my number one goal is to hear Jesus say, well done, thy good and faithful servant. And I pray that is your number one goal as well. You see, in order for us to hear Jesus say, well done, thy good and faithful servant, first we must be saved by grace through faith. The Bible says in Ephesians 2, verses 8 through 9, for by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. However, when we get saved, we are expected by God, to do good works. We're not saved by those good works, but we are expected to do good works by his strength and by his grace. The Bible says in Ephesians 2:10, for we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus, unto good works which God has ordained that we should walk in them. And so when we live our lives surrendered to his will, obeying his call, we need to live our lives surrendered to his call, surrender to do his will, and to obey and to do what he wants us to do. Ever since I was a kid, I felt God has called me to preach his word, to lead others to him. And so I want to live my life in obedience to his call to preach, to love others, to love him, to serve him, and to serve others. So at the end of my life, I could hear Jesus say, well done, thy good and faithful servant. And it's all because of him and his sacrifice that I'm able to go to heaven. And it's because of his love that I'm able to hear those words. What about you? Is that your number one goal? Have a blessed day.